Hey guys, TC here again, another tank review for you. Today we're going to look at one of the most famous tanks in the world actually. This is the M4 Sherman. It's not an M4E8 or an M4E4 or an M4E2 or anything like that. This is just a Sherman. Plain, simple, as it comes. As you can see, I've two marked my Sherman. I love playing this little tank, it's a lot of fun. As you can see, I run the 105mm howitzer. So in historical configuration, I think what you'd say is this is a US Marine version. I don't use the 76mm. I much prefer the unpredictability, the 7.5 second reload, and the waftability of the 105mm derp. I make no bones about it as well. I carry a stock of heat in this tank. It's nowhere near as overpowered as it once was. There was a point where this tank would just simply run around with a full load of heat and derp everything. I've been in the game long enough to remember those days, and it was a lot of fun. However, I was never of that intuition. I was always, unfortunately, one of the people that stuck by the good old-fashioned HE. And I still do today. It's one of my most played tanks, and it's something it's a tank I'm really comfortable with. I really enjoy playing it. It's a lot of fun, and I can only say good things about the Sherman. It's a tier 5 medium. You don't get a lot of hit points. You get 460, and it can meet tanks that can pretty much one-shot you. SU-152, we are looking in your direction there. The Russian tier 7 derp TD can and does one-shot you. It's pretty nippy and pretty mobile though. 48 kph, traverse 37 degrees, armor. Yeah, okay, moving on. It doesn't really have armor. It's a medium tank, guys. It relies on its mobility and its ability to flank and just get shots in. And it does it very, very well. Crew, as you can see, this is the M4 Sherman crew. I've spent a lot of time grinding these guys up and working on them. So, you know, we've got full repairs. I'm working on BIA. You know, we've got 6th Sense. We've got all the view range perks and everything like that going on as well. 399 meters view range. Once I finish BIA, I'm expecting that to be about 405, 410, give or so. So again, a really nice view range buff on this thing. We do have safe stowage and intuition on the loader. We also have signal boosting on the radio operator. Now, signal boosting is actually a really good team play, a really good perk to have for team play, because as you can see, signal boosting actually gives extra help to your ally. And it extends your radio range, so a really nice skill to have there for a team play perspective. Setup, not my usual medium tank setup on this. I've actually gone with vents, rammer, and Aslain drive. I tend not to use this too much as a medium tank scout, mainly because the kind of engagements you have in at tier 5. You know, because obviously you do meet tier 3s in this tank, so the kind of engagements you have with this tank changes. As I went through in the medium tank crew and equip last week, it entirely depends on the type of player you are and the type of the way you play your mediums. I'm very much either way. I have a foot in both camp depending on what medium tank I play, and you know, I made that. I hopefully got that point across last week. Setup, we have 25 HE, 21 heat. The heat shells are no longer as potent as they once was. As you can see, it only has 101 pen with heat and 53 with HE. 0.55 accuracy and a 2.5 second aim time. Yeah, you know, it's a true derp. A lot of people will say, "Are you running your M4 with a derp?" That's, you know, the whole point of a derp gun is that it's not very accurate, but it does a lot of damage if it hits and penetrates. If it doesn't penetrate, it's HE. It still should do a little bit of damage. As you saw in the Burt replay earlier though, on my channel, then it's not always the case. But it's fine, it's not a problem. The big repair kit, the big med kit, and the automatic fire extinguisher are always, as always, are present. The replay is an ace tanker game. I've aced this quite a few times. I've had it that long, but it's certainly it has earned a place in my garage. And as you can see on the carousel here at the bottom, if it's good enough for you, as you can see, I've got several versions of the Sherman. I've got the standard, the improved, the jumbo, and I've also got Fury. I've been asked to do a review. Well, I've been asked to talk you through all of my premium tanks, which I think I'm going to be able to do that. I'm not sure when that'll come out, but I am going to work on that. It could be quite a long video, because I do have quite a few of the buggers. So we'll see where we go with that, and hopefully I'll be able to put something together for you. To give you that. So let's have a look at the replay, and you can see why I love this thing so much. And hopefully you'll see why, I really do think you should have one in your garage. It's everyone wants a Sherman. Everybody wants a Tiger, because obviously that's the most famous tank going. But to me, the Sherman is the plucky underdog. Always was, always will be. And I really like this thing. It's a lot of fun. So let's get into the replay and let's see how it goes. Okay guys, here we go. As you can see, tier 5 game. We're just entering the game, so we will speed it up so we can get into the game pretty quickly. Really nice matchup here. We've got three tier 5 heavies on each team. A couple of tier 5, three tier 5 TDs. It's a really nice balanced matchup this. So as you can see, straight away I'm heading for the 890 area. This is pretty much the standard medium tank area, although if you do have a nice mobile heavy, you can also play this area quite well. The game meta changes so often, it can go either way. As you can see, like we said, the Sherman's pretty nice and mobile, so we're heading down to our favoured spot, which is a little berm just down here. The Sherman's not really the best tank to do this in, because of its slow shell time, but I can still make this work. So we pop round, get some early spots, so straight away we've got 4 tanks here. Take a look at the tier 4 check there, the STV39. Sorry mate, that was a quick game for you. And you see we're aiming for the turret. Nice HE damage there of 173. So we're now facing off against our counterpart tier 5 medium tanks, a T-34, which is the Russian, and a Type T-34, which is the Chinese tank. So we're waiting for the T-34 to pop round the corner. We're getting spotting and assistance damage here, which is always good. There's a VK3001H. His shot misses, our shot connects. We're up to 642 damage already here. I'm calling for help because it's pretty much me on this side. I pop forward. Another good 143 damage roll on the tier 5 heavy there, the VK3001H. I've got to keep me on the minimap because as you can see we're being flanked here. As you see, the nature of the dirt gun there misses completely. We look round behind us, we hold our shots, we don't hit our ally, and we take out the T-34 there who tried to flank. Again, we're using quite a lot of auto aim, as you can see. I'm just popping forward. We take a hit there. The VK looks like he's using the short 85mm. We wait for the shot, we fire, it's under 85 damage. Finally our VK arrives on the spot. Unfortunately we do grind against him there, that's my bad. I'm in a bad position there, I'm not working well with the teammates. We're looking now for the killing blow on a Type T-34. Pop round the corner, end his game very quickly, re-aim on the VK on 9 hit points, and he gets taken out. As you can see, we're up to 1087 damage with 3 kills. This side of the map is pretty secure now. I'm quite happy with this location. There is a Stug 4 there, who I do think about whether I should engage or not, but the KV2 is a bigger issue for our team. He's quite a skilled player, and he's also able to rip through the tanks that are defending the base. As you can see, I use the turret, 7 damage there. We're firing against a very heavily armoured vehicle, and I think he's running a spall liner as well. We're trying to get shots on the M2 medium here, but as you can see, the gun starts to misbehave. I'm looking to get the targets out of the game, but as you can see, the shells are just going too high. So I'll refocus on the KV2 now. Nice hit on his engine there, 81 damage. We attract his attention because we are clearly spotted. Another shell there, but we get a lovely hit and take him out for 77 hit points. At the same time, our Stug takes out the M2 medium. Blaze Killer takes out the Stug 4, and we're left with a Panzer 3-4 and an M41 HMC. We've done 3,467 WN8 and 1,252. We're invited to platoon there by the 3001H, and I chose not to accept it at this time, purely because I was having fun, and I quite enjoy playing on my own. And we said about the mobility of the medium tanks. As you can see, the Sherman here, quite easily rushing straight across from one side of the map to the other. You're able to relocate really quickly. A very unnecessary ammo rack there. Shot on the move, we take out and we avenge our little BT7 friend there. 5 kills, 1,318 damage. A really nice replay. We'll look at the post-game stats now. Okay guys, here's the post-game stats for that game. As you can see, we got our Mastery Badge, we got the Bruiser, we got the Fighter, Fire for Effect, and the High Caliber Award. We earned 35,256 credits, 4,758 base, 4,758 experience, not base, I do apologise, for a ×3. Team score, as you can see, comfortably atop of the team there with 1,057 XP, and just over double the next person. Really good going this for a tier 3 and a tier 5 game there. 3 kills, he had a fantastic game, well done there. We were top of the team though with 1,318 damage, just over double we could have added the next 2 players together and we still did more damage. It's the nature of the game. We got a very favourable matchup, I would say. Half the team was tier 5s, half the team was made up of 3s and 4s. The teams were actually quite well balanced. You had some skilled players, some new players. You had a good mix of heavies, mediums, and artillery and light tanks. A really good matchup. I do feel a bit sorry for this chap here in his STV-39. Very unlucky. The first tank he comes across is myself, and unfortunately he gets taken out. It's the nature of it. He could have survived. He might not have though. Our detail report, as you can see here, 16 shots fired, 11 hit, 11 penetrated. Distance of more than 300 meters, we were able to snipe 165 damage with a dirt gun, which was, a little bit impressive, I think. And we assisted with 970 spotting damage. After expenses of the ammo and a little bit of damage that we took to the vehicle, 32,015 credits profit. Overall 4,925 WN8. It's a lot of fun. It's not an expensive tank. Tier 5 is where you make your money, really. If you don't run a premium account and if you don't have any premium vehicles, as you can see, Tier 5 is where you really can rack up the credits. After this, it starts getting expensive to run your tanks, as you've seen in quite a few of my replays. So it's always a good call. If you are a free-to-play player, if you are you're not interested in paying for any of the premium tanks or anything like that, you just want to play the game for fun and you want to run standard account, having a good stock of 3 or 4 good tier 5s that you're comfortable in, that you can play really well in, that you can do good damage in, is always worthwhile for your credits. There are some games that you will play in tier 8 premium tanks where you don't make 32k profit. They always say, you just have to start the game and you make 20k. Yeah, if you survive. And that's not the right way to look at it. You really want to think about your tier 5s as your money grinders, especially if you don't go for any of the premium tanks. So that's my view on the M4 Sherman. I adore this thing. I think it's this and a couple of other tanks are my go-to tanks If ever I'm having a bad day, whip out the Sherman, play 5 or 6 games. Bob's your uncle. We're back in the zone. Really recommend it. If it ever comes on offer at any point, you'd be daft not to buy it. And even if you buy it and grind a crew in it, you can still have an amazing amount of fun with this thing. So yeah, again guys, if you're new, subscribe, follow. I'd love to hit 100 followers. If I can do that, that would be amazing. And yeah, thanks very much, and I'll see you soon guys. Bye.